Hi, and welcome to episode 45 of the Guy Who Sews podcast. My name is Sean, and this is my weekly podcast where I share my quilting adventures. I'd like to welcome both new and returning viewers to the podcast, but if you are new, I'd love it if you take just a few moments to say hi so we all know we have a new friend. Where possible, any channels, products, or patterns that I mention, I'll put in the description below, but if you need more assistance or information, reach out. I'll be more than happy to help you. Let's go ahead and get started with today's podcast with our works in progress. I'm so happy to be back in my sewing room. I was out of it for about a week because I was in isolation from COVID, but I'm so happy I'm back, and I want to show you all the stuff I've been working on this week. The first one is the somber quilt, and I've shown you the first 3 rows on that in previous episodes, and today I'm going to show you just one block. That's as far as I got. I need to cut out more fabric for this, but this is where we got so far, and I think it's going to look really, really neat when this product is done. So keep an eye out in future episodes, and I'll be happy to show you more progress. The next one is the first thing I got done or started cutting as soon as I got back into my sewing room. What do you think? Hopefully you guys can see it. It is what I like to call the Loch Ness Dachshund. I think this block is just absolutely stunning. It's got to look really, really neat along with the mermaid one and the other one the unicorn one that I did in previous episodes. So I'm super excited to actually get another of the Mythical Dachshund done. And then I've got one more thing to show you in the works in progress, and that is what I was working on in the live yesterday, which was the Simplified Hunter Star, and I'll put the link to these patterns in the description below. And after I fixed my mess up, because I turned these two at the bottom the wrong way, it looks really, really neat, and I love how the different colors turned out. And I'm using Alice in Glass fabrics that my good friend Val Martinez West sent to me, and it looks really neat with the patterns on there as well. So super excited to see that keep going. I'm going to continue doing that one with different fabrics, all on the Alice in Glass line, so I'm really excited about that. So that is what I have this week for works in progress. Now let's move on to our week in review, and if you're new to the channel, this is where I just do a series of clips throughout the week, mostly of me sewing, but we also throw some of the dogs in and sometimes some other stuff, so I hope you enjoy. It is so good to be back. I hope you enjoyed that, and I enjoyed being able to spend time in my sewing room. And I just want to take this moment just to tell you guys how much I appreciated all the kind words, the thoughts and prayers that you lifted over me over the last couple of weeks while I was not feeling well. I'm not 100%. I'm still got a little bit of a cough, and I'm still fatiguing easily, but I am miles better than I was in the past, and I'm so glad to be back in my sewing room and having some fun. So, 2 weeks ago on my last podcast, I asked you guys which of the completed quilt tops that I did this year, and I showed everything last time around, so if you missed that, definitely check it out. And the overwhelming favorites were, no surprise, the koala quilt, because that thing's just absolutely stunning. And one of the other ones that came up really, really high ranked was the Scrappy Diamond. My favorites were the koala quilt and the bear paw. probably my second favorite. So thank you all for your feedback. I love hearing from you guys and hearing the answers to the questions I have each week. And this week is talking about patterns and everything else. I was curious, what pattern would you like to see me make in the future if you had the choice? Let me know in the comments. I like to set myself goals which are not hard deadlines or anything else like that, but just a goal for what I want to do during the week. And so the last couple of weeks, I wanted to do some of the Mythical Darksons, which I did. I wanted to get started on the Hunter Star, which I did. I got Clue 9 done of the So Sweet Puzzle Mystery Quilt. So my goals, even though I was away for a week, got done, and I am super proud of myself for that. So this week, I'd like to get more done on the Somber Quilt, maybe finish a row so I can attach it to this beauty, and then get into my bag of Allison Glass fabric, and then maybe make some more of these as well, because this is going to turn out so beautiful once we get some more in there as well. So that is my goals for this week. What are your goals for this week? Let me know in the comments. So in case you missed it, 8 days ago I was not able to sew or have a live, but I ended up putting out a premiere of my favorite quilts of the Mid-Atlantic Quilt Show. A lot of you guys have seen it, and you all seem to enjoy it, which was fantastic. But if you haven't seen that one, definitely check it out. Last Sunday morning, I put out a quick update about the podcast since I wasn't able to have a regular podcast, and showed you some of my ceramic paintings and just let you know what was going on. It's a fun, quick, short video if you've missed that. Last Wednesday, I put out Clue 9 of the So Sweet Puzzle Mystery Quilt by Cotton Cuts Time Lapse, and I kind of goofed that one up because I wanted to release at 3 p.m. and apparently I selected 3 a.m. because I woke up to comments and everything else, and I'm like, hey, what's going on? And then I realized I must have pressed the wrong AM PM thing. And finally, yesterday morning, I had my Brekkie with the Guy Who Sews Live, and I had my guest, Stephanie from Stephanie Stitches, and I loved having a chat with her and hanging out with her. We've been good buddies for almost a year now, and it's always a good time to hang out with her. So if you've missed that one, definitely check it out. It was a great chat and a great live. This Wednesday, all going well, I'm going to be able to share these details, which is my judge's notes for my 2 quilts from the State Fair, and let you know what they thought was good and what areas where I can improve, and what I learned from this so I can make myself a better quilter and submit better quilts for 2023. I'm really looking forward to sharing this with you guys, and I hope you enjoy it as well. And then this coming Saturday, I'm just verifying with my special guest to make sure that she can still make it. And once that happens, I'll release the, more details about that. But I'm looking forward to having her along with me. And if for some reason she can't make it, we'll still have a live, whether it's by myself or an alternate special guest. Hope you can join me. So I'm bringing back a segment that hasn't been around for a few weeks, and I've really missed doing this, and it's called Who I'm Watching. And this is where I take just a few moments to tell you about some of the other channels that I found through YouTube that you guys might enjoy. The first one is one that you may know about already. It is called Quilt Addicts Anonymous, and it's a lovely young lady whose name is Stephanie, and she just does a fantastic job with tutorials and everything else. I just love her personality and the content she pushes out. So if you haven't checked her out, definitely head over her way. Let her know that I sent you, although she probably doesn't have any clue who I am. But do it anyway. And then secondly is Sew and Quilt with April Saltel. She was given to me as a recommendation on YouTube one day, and she just has a fun personality, and I just love her content as well. And I'm looking forward to seeing more from her in the future as well. And I think she has about the same number of subscribers as I do, so definitely head over her way, check it out. I'll put the description in the link in the description below, and hopefully you can say hi to her and let her know that I sent you as well. So now it's time for completed objects, and this one's kind of a cheat because I actually finished it about 2 weeks and some change ago, but I forgot to show it to you on the last episode, so I figured, why not show it today? And it is Clue 9 of the So Sweet Puzzle Mystery Quilt by Cotton Cuts, and I'm not going to be able to say that many times from now on. And here it is, and they actually released the pattern reveal on Friday over on their channel, and it was a lot of fun to see how this all goes together. But they only showed certain colorways, and this one here, the Benet, was not shown, so I'm super excited to see how this one looks when it's all done. And I'll release more details next week, but on Saturday the 19th of November on my live, I'm actually going to be sewing it together along with some of my friends who also have been participating in this, and I'm really, really looking forward to hanging out with them, sewing with them, and seeing the different colorways all come together at once on one event. So definitely put that on your calendar. I hope you can join me for that. The decision was kind of made last minute, and some of you may have missed it, unfortunately, but I had my very first Zoom with my viewers yesterday afternoon, and I had about 10 people join me, and it was a great test run, a great, what I want to call soft opening for this, and it went really, really well. Everyone seemed to enjoy themselves. We had a great chat. It was not recorded or anything else like that. It was just a get to know you, have fun with your sewing mates, and that sort of thing there. But if you missed it, don't fret, because we'll have another one in early December. Tentatively, I'm looking at the 3rd of December around 8 p.m. Eastern, so that way my buddies from Australia can join me as well. You know, it's on the middle of the morning. We'll maybe change up the times from here, you know, from time to time as well, so that way everybody can get to one of them here or there. So thank you to all the people that joined me yesterday, and if you missed it, definitely you know, look out for the next one as well. I always love hearing from my viewers. I always love hearing your comments, your emails, and everything else. They mean the absolute world to me. If you enjoyed today's video, definitely hit the like button and tell a mate or two, and we will see you all in the next video. Happy sewing. I hope you get all the sewing you want in, and we'll see you on the next video. Have a great day. Bye.